Okay, another impromptu tutorial that we're going to do today. I was thinking about doing something like how I make these flowers. And I know that they're kind of popular, and when I trade my ATCs, these flowers are the ones that everyone seems to really enjoy. So I thought I would show you how to do that. So first of all, I'm not going to go in here. I'll just use my scrap piece of paper. Sorry, this is not going to be aesthetic. Okay. It's the middles. So when we look at any kind of flowers, you're going to look at the middle part of it. And I use different things in the middle to kind of differentiate the flowers. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So one is that. The other one would be just adding a little bit of these tiny petals onto it. So we've got that, we've got that, we've got one where we just do a circle and then maybe add some circles inside of it. And when you make those changes, the little changes, they make a big difference. So you can just leave it like that, or you can add some like longer petals. I don't know what they're called. I don't have words for these things. It's just what I do. So you can see how they look different, right? So once that is done, now you're looking at the actual petal. So the few ones that you can actually do. So one would be just the normal leafy type. The other ones that I personally like are these ones here. I think that they really give it a bit of a better shape just to have that curve to it. And I learned these when I was doing henna, so it's a very popular flower to draw in henna. And I think I have shown, if you've been following my page along, you've seen me doing these flowers quite a bit. Okay, so that is another version of it. And then we've got just the regular, that kind of a petal. So now you just mix and match between them to see what you actually like to draw. And we're going to do one here. Oh, sorry. A little bit more onto that. The second part of that would be, how would you fill that in? So for me, there's different ways that I like doing it. One would be just like little lines around it, or you could just do lines coming in from this way. If you do lines from this way, you could just add dots to it. Sometimes adding little details at the top really changes up the petal, and you could add the dots at the bottom. You could do just a little, to add like it doesn't really, none of these look like real flowers, so you can just basically do whatever you want inside of them. The other one would be actually just going with the flow of the petal, and then the dots on these. So various ways you can actually change it up. So just right here, you can see how many combinations you can make out of a flower. So let's just pick one combination and make one on here. So we're gonna go with my favorite. Actually, I haven't shown you this middle before, so I'll show you this. I learned this from from someone's Zentangle page. I don't know who it was. It was a while ago. So I really like how this kind of gives you a 3D type of an effect without trying too hard, right? So I've got that. Now I'm going to make the petals. This is all done in real time, so you can see how long it actually takes. Now, it takes me a lot less time to make this because I have probably drawn 1,000, 10,000 flowers by this time, so that's probably why. But it will take some time for you to do it, and that's okay if it's slower. So then we just go in, and I'm just going to do something simple on here. We're just going to pull this out, pull these lines out. Sorry, no English today. And then at the top, I'm just going to go in and create kind of like a little bit of a distressed. Is that what it's called? Sometimes I just draw and I don't really know what I'm doing in terms of what the words should sound like. You know what I mean? Okay, that's it. And that's a flower. Okay, bye.